And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Holiday, no one around him. Off target with his 3. And it's Harris at the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Using that speed to his advantage. Embiid is so devastating when driving to the basket.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Green. Back to Simmons. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. Good D by Embiid.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Green. Simmons against DiVincenzo. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's DiVincenzo after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Antetokounmpo. Simmons pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 2.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Simmons against Lopez. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Antetokounmpo, count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Out to the wing. 1:22 left in the first. Here's Milton. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Over Howard. Offensive rebound. Portis kicks to Forbes. Back to Portis. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault, At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Now here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one's not going to go. Bucks leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Right side Portis. Back to Holiday. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Milton. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Outside Holiday. 4 seconds left. The pass to Portis. Howard with the steal. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead, up by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Tobias Harris. Curry is out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the small forward position. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Here's Maxey. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Teague with a clean look. That shot off the mark. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Teague, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Now, here's Maxey. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Milwaukee on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Simmons. Oh, that was something else.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the shot is good. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Simmons can't get it to go. Pushing it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The finish. And that one's good. Simmons got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
Giannis passes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Giannis kicks to Lopez. With the tip, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 10 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Down low. Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Lopez. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks lead by 2. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, he can't stop it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. Howard's checked in for Green. Here's Middleton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Harris looking it over. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Thibault. Middleton outside. Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Pass to DiVincenzo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Lots of room. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3, Harris. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Giannis inside. Embiid's there. And Lopez throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Maxey. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. 1:56 left to play in the third. And here's Holiday. Here is Forbes. Kicks to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Bucks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That's good from Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
On the way, Harris. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Portis.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Forbes can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Now, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Hill. Offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead, leading by 5. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry, and it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. Then there's Embiid, then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Teague, the pass to Tucker. Knocked away. DiVincenzo against Green. Passes it to Nwora. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid. I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
First free throw is good. Good on both. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. They'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Rebound, Milwaukee. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. The Bucks also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Middleton. The offensive rebound. And Holiday is right there.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Simmons passes to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Giannis passes to Holiday. Middleton with it. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Here's Harris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oh, stepping up as a leader. There's a reason Harris has the ball in these spots. He knows how to deliver.
Holiday with the 3. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Launches it. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And that one drops. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end. But at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now the feed to Lopez. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And the rejection by Giannis. Holiday against Harris. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
A 3 from Simmons. The shot will not fall. Now, Antetokounmpo from deep three-point range. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They seem to relish their role. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Welcome to Philadelphia, the birth. And
well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Gallinari is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now, here's Hunter. Gallinari wide open. Offline with his 3. He kicks it to Collins. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Basket good.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here's Capella. Gallinari right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from Tobias, taking it inside, forcing the defense back, and drawing contact.
And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Young, here we go. Rejected by Harris.
Now, every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here is Harris. Outside, Green. Here's Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Collins with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Kicks it out to Collins. To the paint. Capella against Embiid, and it's Capella missing. The 76ers leading by 4. There's the lob for Harris. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years and you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. The Hawks trail by 6. Young outside.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Green. In the corner, Simmons with it. He dishes it to Harris. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Young. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Now, here's Maxey. Right wing. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Milton. The 76ers with another miss. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Huerter can't tie it up as that one misses. Now the 76ers on the break. And stolen by Okongwu. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
Huerter getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
Ball stolen. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you think his last shot? Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Williams outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Embiid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Hill.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
For Philadelphia, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Free throw good, Milton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hawks leading. Passes it to Snell. Outside, Bogdanovich. There's the feed to Okongwu. Misses in close. It's deflected. To the inside. One-on-one fast break. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Korkmaz has got his first bucket in this one.
Good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Now, here's Maxey. Dunn covering. Maxey, no good. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Now, here is Young after Clint Capella's miss. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. '76ers trailing. Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
And Young now, top of the key. And it's blocked by Simmons. Inside, over Collins. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now, here's Gallinari. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Young kicks to Hunter. Collins, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
The pass to Simmons, and stolen by Hunter. And oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. Shots good from Young.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Simmons on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Embiid.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now, here's Hunter. Pass to Young. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Back to Young. Capella inside. Embiid's there. Here's Hunter over Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
So plain to see how eager Hunter is to work hard for his team. He gets that shot off and gets a trip to the line.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Curry's checked in for Green. And it's Hill in for Matisse Thybulle. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Gallinari. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Huerter. Back to Williams. To the paint. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Collins. Kicks it to Hunter. Pass to Capella. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Simmons. 10 points for him. Here's Howard. It's deflected.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hunter with it. Harris is there. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Herter comes in for Trey Young. Lou Williams is subbed in for Collins. Now, here's Hunter. To the middle, here's Okongwu. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 4.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Here's Okongwu. Down low, it's tipped. And the layup is good. Okongwu's now got 6 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Over to the wing. Now Embiid. He's got 6. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Simmons. And Maxey's subbed in for Matisse Thybulle.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going for... Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Yep, that one goes.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Gallinari on the wing. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hunter, the pass to Okongwu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okongwu's now got it all tied up now for the Hawks. 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Maxey. Count that bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Williams up on top. The dish now to Okongwu. He kicks it to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Inside. Got a piece of it. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. On the pass to Milton. Bobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Herter passes to Okongwu. Over Howard. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got 8 points here in this quarter.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. 76. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Clint Capella. John Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Snell in at the 2 guard. And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. Here's Young. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And stolen by Thibault. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Whistle blows. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. I told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Here's Dunn. He feeds it to Capella. That shot misses. Philadelphia leading by 9. And it's Harris off the drive.
Harris with a head of steam, put his head down, and then put the ball down.
The Hawks have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Checked in for the 76ers. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe, GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick-and-roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
The Hawks, again, can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Out to the right wing. Howard, the pass to Thibault. Back to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Thibault finds Harris. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Hawks trail by 17. Young looking around. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Young. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Can they get it? Capella with the bucket.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but his teammate's so wide open, had to give it up.
The 76ers leading by 15. Harris outside. In the corner, Simmons with it. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Thibault. And Simmons kicks to Howard for three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Young. Up and in on the layup.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Thibault. Simmons on the wing. Embiid dishes to Howard. Simmons inside the line. The shot that time not on target. And Atlanta will come the other way. From deep. Simmons missing again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Harris.
John Collins and his versatility are very, very exciting, not just as a scorer and a rebounder, but defensively as a shot blocker and a versatile, switchable defender.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 17 points was their biggest margin. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one. An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the side of... Before we get...
Well, Kevin and guys...
Thanks, David. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. So the next starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here's Simmons. And he gets the bucket.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Simmons. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Durant with some nice D.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops in there for Thybulle. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Harden with it. 5 points in the game. And Jordan has it in the corner. Unloads for 3. Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Here's Simmons. The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Brown. Harris kicks to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's Durant missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stolen by Harden. Jordan finds Brown. A nice shot by Harris.
Do not let Joe Harris get comfortable from that spot. You will be in for a long night.
Harden against Harris. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. Outside for Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Brown outside. Back to Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden the pass to Durant. Puts up a 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Second shot opportunity. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Jordan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Harris. Right side, Green. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Brown wide open. He fires. That one misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The drive by Green and the dunk by Embiid.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Maxey passes to Milton.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
He gets it in there.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Here's Maxey. Another shot. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Seth Curry is out there with Maxey. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
This one for 3. Traps in the tray. He's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And the Nets miss again.
And they continue to control the glass. And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Pass to Milton. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
Irving finds Brown. Back to Irving. Rebounded by Howard.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Maxey passes to Milton. Now, here's Maxey. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. KD on the wing. Let's keep it alive. Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Simmons with it. He's picked up by KD. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last 3 years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Durant.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Harden with the drive. A nice shot by Jordan.
When DJ's working the catch and shoot aspect of his game, boy, you know he feels good.
Now here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Thibault finds Simmons. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Embiid.
How about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant for 3. They get it again.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Harris's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And so it's Philadelphia in control. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a... And that's going to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1. And that one, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so they foul intentionally. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Jordan. Outside, KD for the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to KD. The shot's good. Brown making the play. KD's got 11.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Simmons inside. KD's on him. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Harden outside. Passes it to KD. Dishes it to Harris. Harden outside. The pass to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris's shot is off.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And a wide open look for Jordan. And KD is right there. He's got 13.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Simmons against KD. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Irving kicks to Green. That's to Luwawu. Now Irving from the arc. And no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Now, here's Shamet. Defended by Milton. Banked in off the glass. The 76ers leading by 12. And here's Maxey. And he comes up with the deuce.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Howard in the post, headed by Green. Howard, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Out left to the wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving way outside. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 10.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And he slams it one-handed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
That shot missing. Great D that time from Green. In the corner, Shamet with it. Green passes to Griffin. Irving dishes to Griffin. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Griffin with the steal. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. George Hill out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played is so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Durant with the wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Maxey. Good. Nice job down low.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Durant.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's slammed in by Howard.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
KD passes to Jordan. Harden kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Harden can't hit.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. On defense, Philadelphia. At one point, they led by 16. Durant, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. KD's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Simmons. Six to shoot. Releases. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Harden outside. Count that one.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Harris with it. Guarded now by Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Durant against Simmons. Five on the clock. And it's Howard finishing it off.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Harden dishes to Durant. And the call on the... And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now Embiid. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Philadelphia.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Howard.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Harden, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Embiid drives in. There's the lob for Harris. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And finished off by Brown.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have... Let's look at our setting tonight. The pick. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. P.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And stolen by Thybulle. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Harris. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Passes to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Outside, Simmons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw this game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harris with it. Outguarded by Giannis. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Now Giannis. Outside Holiday. The pass to Lopez. Here's Tucker. Tipped away. And stolen by Thybulle. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Middleton. Finishes the break with a slam.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now, here's Thibault, guarded by Holiday. Now, here's Tucker. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Lopez, no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And that one, good.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
The Bucks shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
Free throw good. Giannis.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
And here's Maxey. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We recently
being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in at the point guard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hilton the pass to Curry. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Connaughton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. Juarez got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Curry on the wing. Takes a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Portis. Pass to Teague. Back to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. The 9-foot shot. And off the glass. That one's good. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's tipped. Pass to Nora. Back to Connaughton. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clock at 6. T kicks to Portis. Over Howard. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Back to Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 1:44 left in the second quarter. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Korkmaz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Korkmaz has got 5 now.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here is Forbes. Giannis right side. Yep, it counts. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Giannis. The wide open look here for Holiday. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 4.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Now here's Maxey. Back to Scott. Dishes it to Howard. Lopez with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Tucker with the ball. Back to Giannis. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
So that'll be it. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Hill's checked in. Now the pass to Tucker. Lopez against Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Tucker. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Green.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Antetokounmpo. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for George Hill. Now here is Holiday. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Outside Portis. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And he lobs it up toward the rim and stolen by Thybulle. And here we go. Here's Embiid. That's tipped. 1:44 left to play here in the third. Tucker with the ball. Picked up by Harris. From 12 feet out. It's stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. From the wing. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Portis. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
The 76ers trail by 4. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Teague for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks ahead. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. E.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now the 76ers on the break, and Simmons slams it in.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Outside Hill. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons, and 2 shots coming up at the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Lopez. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Holiday. Hill pulls it in. To take the lead, Simmons dishes to Hill. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Hill's got his first points in this one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Middleton outside. Sinks that one from the post. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Hill. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Embiid finds Simmons. Thybulle on the wing, guarded by Holiday. For 3, Harris. Here's Howard. Pass to Embiid. Now Thybulle in the corner. It's Harris. Passes it to Howard. They double team Howard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Holiday, here we go. And he did it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points.
Watch out now. And, you know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Money!
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
And here's Harris from the arc. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Are setting tonight with
hey Kevin,
they're fun to watch. DA, thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error. just a bit.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal, pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And stolen by Thibault. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. No. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Young against Simmons. And the rejection by Embiid. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Capella.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Bogdanovich. Looking to end the run. Here's Young. Clock at 6. That one doesn't go. Simmons with the defensive effort. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Young. A second chance effort. And it's Capella missing.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Green gets it to go. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Now, here's Maxey. And Scott has it in the corner. Pass to Howard. Gallinari with the steal. Out in his own on the break. Here's Bogdanovich. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Hilton the pass to Scott. Makes it off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Snell kicks to Williams. He feeds it to Okongwu. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari outside. And Gallinari throws it down.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Now, here's Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Scott. And it's blocked. Here's Snell, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And give Sweet Luke credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
And here's Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. That one doesn't drop. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 7. And we'll be back with you right after. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Tobias Harris. Seth Curry is out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Dunn.
Incredibly swift in the open floor. You can tell that's where Dunn feels most comfortable.
Here's Curry, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Jake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Here's Herter, and contact on. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's John Collins in for Tony Snell. The Hawks trail by 3. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And that one is good. Dunn's got 4 points this quarter.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Now, here's Thibault. He's tightly guarded. Harris outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Simmons. No good again that time.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And Capella sends it back. Done with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough
to stop.
This is what Collins gives you, a dynamic big with skill. He's great at converting through contact.
Simmons left side. Up again, and Embiid is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Done outside. Out to Gallinari. He dishes it to Collins. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Gallinari. Williams comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. Shots good from Young.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half, and the shot goes down.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Young with the ball. Kicks it to Capella. And there's the pass to Hunter. And stolen by Howard. Now here's Milton. He's guarded by Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and Tony Snell subbed in for Collins. And the free throw, no good. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter, and it's Williams with the jam.
In attack mode pretty much every game we see him. This time, Williams getting it done in transition.
Here's Maxey, and stolen by Hunter. Maxey passes to Howard, and it's denied. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Look at the leaping ability of Tony Snell. Gets up over the defense and slams it in.
Here's Maxey. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Now Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look. This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Bogdanovich looking around. Hunter, no one around him. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a shaky first quarter for Atlanta. They were on their heels immediately. At one. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is up there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. That one goes in. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Collins against Simmons. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's blocked. Embiid drives in. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Simmons passes to Thibault. There's Embiid. Thibault with the ball. Up top, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Pass to Hunter. He can't get that one to fall. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Young, and the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Down low, here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Young outside. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The layup missed. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Milton the pass to Howard. Can't hit from in close. The Hawks trail by 3. One-on-one here. And Huerter gets it to go.
A nice option on the break. We know Huerter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Milton with it. Gallinari on him.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Huerter passes to Gallinari. Feeds to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Poked away. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
It's very interesting. Kevin Huerter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
Here's Maxey. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely, and it's blocked.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Gallinari. Pass to Herter. 3 seconds left, and the layup is up and in. And it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Hill, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. The feed to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And Simmons slams it in.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Pass to Snell. Back to Williams. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The 76ers trail. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
The dish to Okongwu. Kicks to Snell. Shot clock at 5. From 7. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Simmons on the wing. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Herter, defended by Thibault. The pass to Snell. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Gallinari passes to Herter. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Thibault. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 3, and that's an intentional foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in for Green. Young outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Capella. Misses from close range. Philadelphia leading by 3. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Simmons looking it over. Chalk up 2 there. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. Well, what sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Young drives in. Here's Collins. In Embiid with the block. And they get it back. Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Bogdanovich knows both of them.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Simmons against Capella. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. 76ers ball. Here's Simmons. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Embiid against Capella. Goes back up. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 3. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is what we pray for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Count it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And they tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Up top, Simmons. Defended by Durant and stolen by Jordan. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Puts it up from 17, and it's good off the back rim and in.
I like how Irvin feels the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
KD against Simmons. And that one's drained from the low block. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Harden finds Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now Kevin Durant. Back to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Outside Durant. Right at the free throw line. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Harris. It's good. This game is all even.
An aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powers through it.
Harden kicks to KD. And a miss there on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Embiid. He's good with the little jumper in close.
He's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Green, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Harden kicks to Harris. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Maxey, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Brown in for Harris. 5 to shoot. Irving with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 6. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. It's tipped. Griffin with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. On the wing, Brown. Back to Green. Irving drives in and stolen by Howard. Here's Korkmaz, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The 76ers trail. Milton with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
On the wing, Brown passes it to Irving. Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. Lets it go with a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Scott, good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Green with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Irving. Beyond the arc. That shot off. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers ahead, up 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin. And it's Johnson in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Nets trail by 3. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
Here's Milton, and it's blocked by Brown. They recover it. Howard, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Come on, man. That's just scary how Durant looks from that far out. He looks like he could take another 5 steps back and still have that easy, fluid motion.
Here's Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in.
Okay, listen. You got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Johnson surveying the floor. The wide open look for Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown kicks to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. KD can't get it to go.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this one. And that one falls for Johnson. And when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Harden the pass to KD. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebound by the 76ers.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
KD, that's for 2. Harden kicks to Harris. Nobody near Irving. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold snap.
Wow, hammering it in!
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Irving passes to KD. Harden with it. For 3, Harris kept alive. Kicks it out to Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The 76ers leading.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Harden outside. Harris outside. There's the three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Kevin Durant. And then for Philadelphia, Seth Curry, he's checked in for Green, and George Hill's subbed in for Simmons.
This is what a leader does early. Good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hill. He kicks to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
In the corner, Irving with it. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 9.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go as the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Curry. Great D that time from Irving. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that should...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3. For 3, Durant. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lobbed up there for Embiid. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And you know, I really appreciate how Jordan has kind of transformed into an elite rebounder. If he's in the area, he's ripping away the board.
Simmons looking around. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Howard trying to free himself up. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Howard's got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Irving finds Jordan. Nets passing it around. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Harden's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
And Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone. And you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down.
The drive by Simmons. Great D that time from Jordan.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
So they take the lead. 11 points in the game.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Irving from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
He's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Inside, kicks it out to Harden. The three ball, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Nets leading by 4. Harden surveying the D. Pulls up, high post. They get it back. The shot misses. 76ers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Curry with a wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Harden launches it from deep. Harden missing again. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Simmons can't get it to go.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this game.
The three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. Philadelphia shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Maxey passes to Simmons. He nails it, and we're tied up.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Green kicks to Harden. Back to Green. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Claxton. Harden has a wide open look. Here's Griffin over Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player. A double-double threat. He's tough to match up against.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Milton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he makes both free throws. Timeout called the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Embiid with the steal. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Nets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the two-guard spot. He was all alone on that one. And the Nets lead by 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And here's Maxey. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Now here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Milton the pass to Scott. 4 on the clock. Here's Maxey. And Jordan sends it back. There's the pass to Durant. The putback, rebounded by Howard.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
Here's Durant. Let's keep it alive. Jordan. Harris outside. From outside the arc. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Harris. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's doing with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Joe Harris. Nets leading by 4, so they foul intentionally. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And on the way from Irving for 3. And no good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Green kicks to Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. Outside Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. The drive by Simmons. And the basket is good. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Harden the pass to Irving. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. Thibault kicks to Harris. Outside, Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. He's got to play heads up out there.
Harden the pass to KD. Harris dishes to Irving. Pass to Durant. Good on the triple. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the floater.
KD passes to Harden. Irving kicks to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Harris. On the wing, Irving. Connects from downtown.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
And they double up Simmons. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Irving. Harris kicks to Irving. Takes the three. That one's not going to go. Harris with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. At the elbow, Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. Here's Thibault. Missed inside. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. From deep. No good that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen it.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for